The Team Unity government lauds its achievements over the past year as it celebrates the first anniversary of its re-election earlier this week. But the opposition St. Kitts Nevis Labour Party has a totally different perspective of the government's performance over the past year since the June 5th landslide election win. Prime Minister Dr. Timothy Harris recently, during his press conference, spoke of what he deems a good management of the COVID-19 pandemic despite the challenges.
Thankfully, in St. Kitts and Nevis, our citizens and residents displaced by COVID-19 have access to a range of some 20 social safety net supports, including food vouchers, school meal programs, poverty alleviation program, support services for foster children, medical assistance program, distinct and a part of the compulsory free access to health care at all of our community centers for young people and for the elderly, including access to dental services free of cost. For 2021, we have budgeted about 35 million for the social safety net relief and public assistance. Most popular being, of course, the poverty alleviation program, which we introduced in 2018 to provide income support to those households which were in dire need. No other government before us has been as generous in its support to the working poor and as astute in its fiscal management.
But opposition leader Dr. Denzil Douglas believes the government has not managed the pandemic well and listed several areas he believes the government has failed over the past year.
First 12 months of this new term of this splintered government, it has been 12 months of failure. The people have not advanced, lives have not been advanced, opportunities have not been created. Instead, people have lost opportunities.
The Labour Party leader spoke of issues in the public health sector as one of the areas he believes the government has failed over the past year.
We have seen to a large extent that there is failure in particular in the health sector. There has been a further deterioration of the physical infrastructure at our own premier health institution, that is our Joseph and France General Hospital in Bastia on the island of St. Kitts. I'm not certain what is the present situation in Nevis, but definitely here in St. Kitts, there has been a further deterioration in the physical infrastructure. I believe that I can say with a certain amount of conviction that there has been a further neglecting of our doctors and our nurses and our frontline workers. And this, of course, has seriously affected the morale of those who are operating within the health sector. Our crying hope is that now that there is community spread, that our hope is that it just does not get worse to the point where a lack of basic equipment and support is not accentuated, and as a result, bringing lives into danger as a result of this pandemic.
Dr. Douglas suggests that the coalition is not united and that is affecting the government's ability to manage the pandemic well. Team Unity celebrated 1 year of being re-elected to government with a church service at the Wesley Methodist Church earlier this week. The coalition, comprising 3 political parties, the People's Action Movement, the People's Labour Party, and the Concerned Citizens Movement from Nevis, won a landslide victory in the general elections on June 5th, 2020, winning 9 of the 11 seats in the National Assembly. I'm Andre Huey reporting for SKN Newsline.